And welcome back. So today, I made a disastrous trading mistake, and it's one of those rules that you have, and you have for a reason, and then every now and then you break your rules, right? Today, I got reminded why I have this rule in the first place. Basically, when pre-market opens for me on TD Ameritrade, which is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I say I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to be trading, I'm going to be looking at the charts, and focusing, studying the tickers a little bit more, getting a feel for it, doing a little bit of pre-market trading. Today I didn't, and I took a call. It was lasted like 30 minutes. I got off of the call totally out of my kind of focus zone, and I had a FOMO because I missed some really nice breakouts. And then I FOMO'd into these secondary trades, and then I went from green to in the red, and the market opened. I went a little bit further in the red. So we're going to be reviewing the day trades like always. But I also, whoa, that was a loud noise. I also want to be talking about here a little bit, what's called Express, because this ticker, and let me actually show you guys. Let me see if I can show you guys. This is first I'm going to try this out. So you can kind of see here, this is actually my YouTube channel. And if we just go here to the left, we talked about Express here, and then Chico's right here not too long ago. And both of these tickers I'm nicely green on. However, I sold one of them today. So you guys can see that right over here. So I sold one of those today. So I want to go to the charts and talk a little bit about why I went ahead and sold it and what I will be doing. And so let's just go over to the charts now. And yeah, so this is our trading profit. We'll talk about the swing trades today. I am technically down today. I'm down 106 plus $26. So I'm down like $80 with day trading. It's a tiny red day. I know I shouldn't be so upset about it. It's a tiny red day. It's just like I could have easily had a green day today. Like I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I mean, we trade every single day of the market open, and you just kind of know sometimes like you drop the ball. Today I dropped the ball, and so I'm not upset at the losses. $80, okay, whatever. It's more I'm just upset at kind of a little bit of myself. So we'll talk about those swing trade or those day trades. But I did some swing trading updates today, so I just want to kind of fill you guys in with the swing trade. So Express, look at this nice little move here. Actually, let's start with the SPY, because I think this is kind of an important kind of note here. So check out the markets overall. I'm a little bit nervous with what we're seeing here. So the SPY, you guys heard me talk about this kind of $42 zone for, $342 zone for a while. We had a big shoulder here, a lot of big shoulders, and this is kind of that last spot before we had this huge sell-off here. 6% sell-off for the SPY. That's a huge, for me, like 6% with small caps, and you guys as well on the stream, it's just like 6%. Okay, so SPY, kind of breaking through this 42 zone really nicely actually, but the big sell volume was always kind of the big sell volume. That was said a little bit wrong. The big volume was always on the sell candles, right? It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. This is a really, really good move, but I'm thinking there could be a very quick one green big candle down, just like we saw in the past here, because the buy volume is going lower and the price is going higher. That's classic divergence. That's like investing 101. So now we're approaching the second shoulder here, big resistance. Guys, to me, I don't want to be long in this area. So I know the overall market has a higher chance. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it has a higher chance of pulling back. So just keep that in mind. So now when we go to EXPR, I'm not going to talk too much about the fundamentals of this ticker because you guys can watch that last video where I really dive into Express a little bit more. So what I did here, we ended up buying the first trade here, and we made like $200 on this one. I wanted a quick, this is when the video came out. I bought on the pullback here, bigger support, and then I sold here near this resistance. This was a pretty sweet trade. I didn't get in with the biggest size, but this was a nice win. And then here today, we made like, I don't know, close to around $350. This was a pretty sweet trade as well. I didn't get that perfect low. I kind of entered a little bit too soon here around 66. It was okay. It was actually a pretty decent trade. And then I sold right around the high. So this was a 13% gainer. Really, really nice. I didn't have my full allocation on this one, which is a little bit unfortunate. So that's why I didn't have, the dollar amount as big as profits. So with EXPR, I mean, this ticker has been selling off for so long, and I just find it that, you know, it's in a really good bounce place. It's under $1, which means it needs to get above $1 or else it's going to get delisted from the New York Stock Exchange, as they have a $1 requirement fee. So they've been coming out with a lot of PR. They're trying to pump their stock. You can really see the volumes been picking up a lot. I feel like this is a really good risk reward trade. But now with the, you know, any moment there could be a flash pullback. I would rather take my profits here, just like I took my profits here, and then buy back again. I still believe in this trade. And I would just like to buy back again. CHS is a very, very similar ticker. Same idea here. We're below $1. This one needs to get its stock price up. Again, watch that as a CHS video, guys, if you want to. Right here is the CHS video. And unfortunately, this one, again, I only got partial fill. And yeah, so I never had my second fill here. This one's up 14%. I'll probably be taking profits on this one as well pretty soon. You guys can see my CHS trade here. We're up exactly $200 right now. Wow, that's so weird and clean. So this is another ticker I would probably consider taking some profits of. This one's a little stronger right now, so I'd probably wait for a bit of a crack above 1.1. I don't know if we're going to see it, and then take some profits. Yeah, that's just how I feel about these two tickers. I'm still long them, but I just feel like right now it's a time for a little bit of a correction. And I think the overall market, it's going to have a bit of effect on these mid caps. KCAC is another example of this situation. So this trade, I'm still long. We had a nice dip trade here, and I'm looking for this one to really go back above 16 and then continue from there. However, I do think that this one, just like the other two tickers I was just talking about, might actually see some selling pressure. So that's why I took some profits on KCAC. Actually, I closed out this position, and I would like to re-enter KCAC. But again, I would like to buy this on a bigger sell-off. I think I have a video on KCAC as well. This was a pretty recent entry. Actually, it wasn't that recent. It was a little bit further back. So you might have to scroll back a little bit or just search my channel for KCAC. But we had a recent video where we talked about this ticker as well. So right now, I'm still overall bullish on these tickers, but I feel like I could take profits and then buy back at a lower price. Now, that might not be the best tax advantage or whatnot, and that is why we have actually in our second trade, our Roth IRA account. That's why we allocate a little bit better in our Roth IRA, or that's why I'm able to swing trade without having those kind of tax liabilities with my Roth IRA account. Anything else? Yeah, let's go back to monitor here, and let's go ahead and review the unlimited account, specifically the day trades here, or the swing, yeah, the day trade. Sorry, I just got a little off track here. So MDGS is the one that we really dropped the ball on a little bit here. Let me go back and check out our post. And actually, let me just not get distracted here. This is always easier when we don't have to look at all these things. Okay, where are we looking at? So MDGS. This is one of our lead gappers today. It is a Israel healthcare company. Oops, sorry about that. And they have a 4 million float with a catalyst. So I was like pretty excited about MDGS. I wasn't too crazy about their catalyst, but you know, at least they have a catalyst. That already makes me pretty excited, just because we've been seeing such a lack of catalyst sometimes on some of these lead gappers. And this is where I made my giant mistake today. So I got on the phone call, and then right here, I was like, you know, on the phone call. Actually, not all of this, but somewhere around here. And I was waiting for, yeah, I remember this. Okay, so it was somewhere here, MDGS. I was waiting for a pullback below $2, and we got that perfect pullback. So I missed this trade. I was on the call and I was like, oh. And then it pops higher here, 7%. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I missed one trade. And then we have a nice pop higher here above VWAP, had a perfect pullback and a continuation. Boom, 11% trade. I'm like, oh my God, I missed another one. And this is where I hung up somewhere here. And then you could see the FOMO starts. I try to buy a dip trade. I actually make some profit on this one, make another little tiny profit, but I'm always looking for that move higher. Then I start giving back some profits. Then I buy this big breakout here, which I got a nice, okay entry. The problem was, I was waiting for a bigger move here, and then I was up, and then all of a sudden pop back down. I closed for break even, a little bit dip trade here, and then this is just all nonsense. And it's this, like, you know, I was up 100, then I was back down 100. I was up 100, and then I was back down 100. It was just this constant tug of war with MDGS. There was so many sellers on this one that it never really was able to get back to the back above VWAP and then have a continuation from there. So I was too aggressive maybe with this ticker today, or I don't know, like it sucks because I felt like there was really good moves on it and I could have made some decent money on this ticker. However, what I did instead was I was not focused when I should have been focused for those very important, basically 3 hours of the trading day, right? Starting from like 7 to 10 to 10:30. So more like 3.5 hours really is like when I'm not trying to be distracted. That's like my quote unquote working time, a pure focus. That's really when I can make the most money. So I shouldn't take any time out of that. If it's, you know, answering the door for the mailman, or if it's taking this phone call. I mean, it was a good phone call. I needed to do these things with this company. But at the same time, you know, like, don't schedule these things on these specific trading times. So, I mean, every time I do it, it bites me in the butt, and every time I regret it. So yeah, I broke my rules on that one. MDGS, I don't know if to me it's dead. Like, it just keeps selling off. It has these failed spikes to the upside. And this is like a one last kind of move here to the upside with a lot of back holders. I'd be careful with this ticker. I don't really see it going anywhere. I'm also probably just a little bit too pessimistic on this one, but it's not a swing trade, so it is what it is. Maybe we'll trade it again in the future. MVIS, let's just kind of quickly pull up this one here. So MVIS, this one was another lead gapper today. I actually really thought I had high hopes for MVIS. It was actually one of my lead gappers for the day. And this was a USA tech company, and they had a 142 million float, so it was kind of on the bigger side. They had some catalyst with augmented reality eyewear, kind of interesting. But the problem here, it was kind of like circulating an old PR. So I was like, oh, okay, well, that's not really too exciting. Actually, right now, it's kind of finding some decent support here at 2.5. Yeah, so this trade was pretty much dead to me after around the market opened here, pre-market opened up for TD Ameritrade. We had a nice move higher. I was looking for a quick pop here and a continuation. I was a little bit, you know, I took a nice little decent green trade on this one, but it just wasn't anything too spectacular. So that was pretty much MVIS. By the way, guys, I had a lot of questions today and just in general about, you know, Alex, what are your trading rules? What are, and now in this recap video, it actually makes a lot of sense. You know what, like, you know, how do I get started with your day trading? I'm on the streams, I'm checking out the streams, I like what I see, but this is like, what are the fundamentals? You know, how do I kind of get started? So I have a whole foundation video series here. It's totally free. You can get through the whole thing in like 1 to 2 hours a day. It is on Skillshare, and they have like a 2 months free trial. So if you just sign up and, you know, do this video, you're pretty much done. You don't have to pay after that, right? So that's why I say it's free, because technically it is free. Just make an account there. Yeah, check out our sponsors, guys, if you're interested in opening a broker here. This is our top web-based broker, and then a cool savings account you guys should really check out. I use both of these myself, so good sponsors there. Recent update here. If you guys are interested in seeing everything that I post kind of the recent activities here, you can see the recent posts and the recent trades that we have made. It gets updated every morning. Well, the trades get updated every morning. That's when I post, update the trades. But this is updated all technically in real time, right? Right now, it's only showing the past 5, but in the future, it's going to be showing well, not in the future. It's in the future, you guys are going to be able to kind of click on my portfolio and see everything and kind of search my portfolio. Right now, this is a little bit hard coded in here, and we're going to be making some updates in the future. So there's going to be some changes for sure on here, but /Winkler, guys, if you want to check out these latest posts, I come out with a morning watch list every single morning. That makes sense. Every single morning the market's open. Sorry, it is kind of late in the day for me, and this is always when I get a little crazy in the head. Yeah, that's everything for this video, guys. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the content. And if you're totally new here, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to see you again. Join the community. And fun little fact, we got Oktoberfest festivities coming up on Friday trading day. I'm going to be coming out with more information about that. So make sure you subscribe. Then you will get a notification in the community tab when I post something there. That's everything for this video, guys. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades, and enjoy your weekend. Till then, ciao, ciao, guys.